Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Have you ever known someone whose actual name was Blessing? Jeremiah did, and the guy actually lived up to his name. We meet him in Jeremiah 36:4. His name was Baruch, which means blessing in Hebrew. He was the son of a well-known scribe and was a scribe himself. His family was well known at court, and his brother Sariah was later King Zedekiah's staff officer. Jeremiah called Baruch to write a message from the Lord to King Jehoiakim. Normally he would do it himself, but he was in hiding and needed someone who could freely move about and read the scroll to the people assembled in the temple. Baruch was obviously taking his life into his own hands, working for Jeremiah and reading the scroll in such a public place, warning the people what the Lord was about to allow to happen if they didn't repent. But Baruch did as Jeremiah told him to. We don't know how the people responded, but Micaiah, the son of one of the officials, heard what Baruch read and told the king's counselors or princes. They invited Baruch to read the scroll to them. Now this was even more dangerous. In the past, these men had supported the king. One of them had even gone to Egypt and hunted down Urijah, the prophet whose words had agreed with Jeremiah's, and the king had him killed. But this time it seemed like they were beginning to realize that loyalty to the king meant they were going against God. The counselors listened to Baruch and respectfully asked questions. Then they advised him to go into hiding with Jeremiah. They knew that King Jehoiakim would not respond positively, but they also knew that he needed to hear God's words from that scroll. They were right, and it was a good thing they'd advised Baruch and Jeremiah to go into hiding, because the king destroyed the scroll and immediately sent people to arrest them. But I love verse 26. It says, "But the Lord had hidden them." God wasn't done with them yet, and he wasn't about to let Jeremiah and Baruch fall into the hands of the king. Because the people, the king, and his attendants had not listened, God declared that he would do as he promised, send the king of Babylon to destroy the land. Jehoiakim would be cut off from God's promise to David, and he would be killed, his body thrown out. The Lord instructed Jeremiah to rewrite the scroll and add more to it. So once again, Jeremiah dictated and Baruch wrote. At this point in his ministry, Jeremiah had been through a lot. He most likely felt very alone, especially after the prophet Urijah was killed. So God sent him a blessing, a Baruch named Baruch. And it looked like they continued to work together until the fall of Jerusalem. In accepting this writing assignment, Baruch's reputation and fate became connected with Jeremiah's. And at the fall of Jerusalem, God told him the only reward he would get for his faithful service was that he would escape with his life. Would others call us a blessing in their lives? Are we faithful in serving God by serving others, even when we don't get much out of it? Are we willing to play a supporting role to encourage and help God's servants? Who can you be a blessing to
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes at our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.